one of the ones that you already have. So Banky Dudley got on it, Olumide got on it.
Okay, good, great. We have also obviously a few other, you know, really good popular songs on the album. We've got Bosi Gbanga. That video is really quite. You talk about Hummers again in there.
About the video?
No, in the song.
In the song.
Yeah, isn't it the line about put you in a Honda, but I can't put you in a Hummer. Have you got a Hummer?
Well, no. I don't own a Hummer.
No.
But I mean, like I said, I'd like to.
Yeah, because you talk about it a lot.
No, I could if I wanted to. I just don't own one. You know?
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, essentially, feel good music. You know, people like to. Everybody wants, especially in Nigeria, it's prosperity. You're like, oh, I want to get a big house. I want to own this. I want to own that. So when you make songs like that, you know, in a way, just inspiring. You know?
Okay.
You know,
what inspires you?
Just life, man. Things in general.
Yeah, like everyday things.
Yeah, just regular everyday
normal,
stuff. You know,
yeah.
just, you know,
you're just walking down the street and you may see something and think, right, that's inspiring.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. You know, that's fun. Something else that I do, which is crazy, people think it's crazy, is I'm walking down the street sometimes and I just pull out my phone and I take pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, because.
What, with your BlackBerry?
Yeah, with my. So I take these pictures and I use them in a way.
What pictures of what?
Just pictures of stuff, random stuff. People walking down the street. It could just be like a view, some buildings, people, because it helps me when I get back to wherever it is that I'm resting at, or a couple months later to remember like that particular time and what I was doing at that time.
Yeah.
And it kind of helps me to, I don't know, it's stupid.
I guess it's your little thing.
Stupid spiritual stuff, but it helps me to think and it helps me to write and it helps me to
grow.
Yeah. Whatever.
Getting more into kind of what fame has been like for you. It's a topic that it's a really kind of sensitive issue in regards to how you deal with being famous, how you deal with sometimes you're not really in the mood to like talk to anyone. You just want to be on your own. I know that you must have times like that. How do you deal with that?
It's I mean, when you choose to be a doctor, you have to deal with blood. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things you're just gonna have to deal with. If you're in the limelight, people know who you are. You know, people get on your nerves, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. You know, because it's just part of the profession that you've chosen. You know, you have to learn to understand that people will come up to you, they'll be really excited. You know, it may be, you know, the worst of times for you, but you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, are you I can
I mean,
what's it like walking on the street?
I just try to be myself all the time. Sometimes you're walking down, people recognize you. Like on my way here, I ran into someone. Like every time you go somewhere, oh, you're gonna take a picture, can you guys send an autograph, or like just get
someone like me, like I'm sure if I wasn't looking my best, I'd be like, no, sorry, not today.
It's impossible to do that because you just upset people and you never know.
So you've got to satisfy your fans.
Yeah, you have to satisfy the fans. It's just the life that we've chosen to live.
Okay, great. What's the craziest thing you've ever read or heard about yourself? Yeah, I just thought I'd drop that one in. Sorry.
There's always stuff. Some girl supposedly that I was dating, I've never met this girl before. It had lasted for years. Yeah, it was just this one girl. I forget what her name is now. No, but she told everyone, oh, Eldee's my boyfriend, and blah, blah, blah. And
you didn't know her?
I didn't know her. And what's even crazier is when I eventually met her, she didn't even know I was in the room. So,
recognize you.
Yeah, whatever.
And what's the best thing you've heard about yourself?
Best thing, well, I hear a lot of good things. I don't even know which one's the best thing now.
What's something that you smiled about and you thought, yeah, you know what, I've come of, you know.
Well, I can't pinpoint, but I think people just recognizing what you're doing and appreciating it. You know, all the time. Every time I hear that, or I can sense that people truly enjoy it and they're not just saying it because I'm there. You know, it makes me feel good. So.
Okay. And what kind of person are you?
Laid back. This is me every day, day in, day out.
Yeah.
Just chilling, having fun. When I'm in the club, I'm a little bit different.
What do you like?
Obviously, a little bit of alcohol. But yeah.
Where do you go clubbing?
In Lagos, we hang out at Caliente, hang out at Bacchus. Regular places.
Okay.
Yeah. Play around a little bit.
In London, have you been out much?
In London, I really haven't been. I'm always feeling like this is vacation trip.
It's time to just chill out.
Yeah, I just want to chill, really.
No alcohol.
Especially because, everyone's plus this month of Ramadan, so yeah.
Okay,
not today.
Right, that's fine. What's next for Eldee? What are your future plans?
Future plans. As far as with music, what I want to do is we need to take the music outside of Nigeria.
Okay.
And I want to collaborate with people.
Because you've already done a lot of collaborations.
Yeah, I actually have. But more meaningful, collaborations. I did a song with Sierra about a year ago.
Sierra?
Yeah.
Wow.
That I never put out because
what was that called?
It's called Dalton.
Okay.
I couldn't put it out because obviously we ended up not really getting everything tidy at the very end. Like I need to get clearance for the label and all that kind of stuff. She wasn't going to shoot the video, so it was just like a waste of time. People do this all the time, and that's why I said meaningful collaborations, because it's one thing to have a collaboration, it's another thing for it to be, at a level where you can actually step the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is what we're trying to do for Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's not just about doing
you
songs.
You seem really passionate about Nigeria.
Yeah, this is where I'm from, and unfortunately, everywhere I look, I just see, the things that make Nigeria not so. And we have people, we have talent, we have professionals. We need to step things up, and just try and catch up with the rest of the world. Even with the music, stuff that I've done over the years, it's not like I did it for myself. It's not about personal gains per se. It's just about stepping the game up, and being here, having meaningful contribution, to everything that's going on around you. If that makes any sense.
That's great. And have you got plans for a next album?
Yeah, I've got an album. There are a couple of artists that we're looking at. We're hopefully getting collaborations with Carrie Hilson's, Flo Rida's, will.i.am's.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I already have
this is sounding really good.
We're
Carrie
working at it. We're working at it. Not to say that any of those. Well, we've done the Young Jock one. We also have a Jeezy one. So just get a couple of these artists, and maybe we could take Nigerian music to that
another level.
And, make it, push it more internationally.
Because there's no reason why it can't be. Really, we make great beats. I think we have some excellent producers, and there's no reason why there can't be collaborations of that nature. If you had a superpower, if you could have any superpower, which one?
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision. And you looked over to the girls.
X-ray vision. Actually, I'd want to be able to read people's minds. I think that's the one that I wanted.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just to know what people are thinking.
Yeah?
When you look at them.
But then what would you do with it? That's the thing.
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've always
I could walk in and get bank loans with that. Just know what the guy wants me to say so he can let me have 10 billion. Yeah.
Well, that's a good way of looking at
I
it.
can talk to women easier.
Yeah?
And tell them exactly what they want to hear, right?
Yeah? But you're married, right?
Yes, thank you. Wow. Wow.
No, I just, thought to clarify, because I googled Eldee and I saw wedding pictures.
Wow.
That was the first thing on Google. It's surprising because I thought.
Interesting, yeah, because that's the stuff most people are interested in. That really sucks. Because that's what people are interested in. Like, type Eldee, type Larry, type Eldee, and then wedding pictures pop up. But yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
People are interested.
How long
in
have you been married?
Less than a year.
Okay.
And you the one that I might have to wife. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up.
Yeah, definitely.
Babies up to it?
Hopefully.
Yeah? How many do you want?
Maybe 1 or 2 actually.
1 or 2 only? Really?
Easier to handle, easier to manage.
You seem like a very
and then more time to actually focus on the kids.
Spend them, and they can be spoiled. Because when there's more than when they become 4 or 5, it is no, do not look at Toys R Us, we're going, come on, Larry Jr., you can't, obviously you can't, well, I'm sure you can spoil them, because you can own a home.
Yeah, I grew up pretty spoiled, so.
You grew up in Kaduna, or you were born in Kaduna?
I was born in Zaria, but I grew up in Kaduna. I was only born in Zaria. I was only in Zaria, but I think my mom was traveling somewhere, and then they stopped, had a baby, and then just moved to Kaduna, so technically I was born in Kaduna.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you go back there often?
I used to until